All right. So, hey guys, welcome back to another video, just another day. So today, the first thing I want to do is I want to thank everyone who has been looking at my videos. So my first video got over 100 views and there has been one comment and 4 subscribers, which is really good. So I expected to not even have 5 views in the first month or 2 months or more, but it seemed out to turn pretty well for me. So thank you so much guys for watching and for supporting me with the first comment as well. That's a huge achievement. Your first comment is like really encouraging, so it means a lot to me. Okay, so what we're gonna do today is not gonna be one of those day one or day two videos where I'm just gonna explain what I've did in 5 minutes or something like that. What we're gonna do is I'm gonna do real-time trading. So as you've seen in the previous video, I've made up a strategy. I've come across a lot of YouTube videos and I've seen a lot of content online and communities and stuff like that, and I've got through the best trading strategy which I believe, and I made a few teeny tiny tweaks to it according to my needs, and here I am with that strategy. I've already explained it in the previous video, so if you haven't yet watched that, I really recommend and encourage you to go to my day 3. However, this is not day 4 because I've covered all the way from day 3 and to day 6 within one day, because I started making these videos when I was at day 3. And that is when I took the decision after looking at a lot of YouTube videos. So I had to make the video of day 1 when I was in day 4. And in that way, I somehow did 3 days, put all the content of that into one video, and here we are from day 6 onwards. So what we're gonna do here is just gonna quickly open up my channel, and as you can see, I've done day 3 to day 6 within one time, within a certain period of time. So yeah, the first video is doing pretty good. And yeah, so let's start off by talking about what we're gonna do today. So I'm gonna this is day 7, so we're gonna look at what we have to do, and that was to actually do real-time trading all the way till day 45. So from now on till day 45 is just real-time trading. Also, I've learned the Fibonacci indicator as well, but I don't think it's that much of use because it's just gonna make things more complicated. But yeah, so let's get started. Now let me open TradingView. I'm gonna use paper trading offered by TradingView itself. I don't know why is my laptop's out of nowhere, but yeah, okay. So here's TradingView. I'm looking forward to trade in a really nice trend. Okay, so okay, so well, I already see a nice position to take a trade in because I've done some analysis yesterday. So I'll take a trade right about here, and I'm gonna have my stop loss. Okay, so there's a break of structure. Okay, that's interesting. So yesterday I've already done the analysis of this. So I met the trend line, I've looked at all the time frames and make sure that everything was bearish. However, I see there is a teeny tiny little flip zone. So it goes like that, and then it's probably gonna go up, which I think, all right, no, it's not gonna go up. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take a trade about here. So in the paper trading panel, I'm going to open that up and click on the trade to get the trading thing. So okay, now you see it's made a high and low and a high low, and then it's had this huge candlestick, which means there's a lot of buying pressure, a huge wick. So maybe it's gonna go up, and there's a huge wick here. So yeah, so I'll be taking a trade as soon as there is a, all right, so was that a demand zone? That was a supply. So okay, so we are gonna wait. So maybe the moving average gave us a confirmation. However, it didn't seem to work pretty well. So all right, let's just see what's gonna happen. So I'm thinking of taking a trade when the moving average crosses and there's one more candlestick which goes down. So, and you see here there's a huge wick on the upper side, which means there's a lot of selling pressure. So it's probably gonna go down. The graph's probably gonna go down. However, we can't be sure. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to take a trade as soon as that cuts, and I'll put my take profit at about that level, and my take profit should be about that level. But then the ratio, when the ratio is just 1:6, so we don't even know what's gonna happen. Okay, so let's just keep this over here, and until that works out for us, we're gonna go to the next watch list. Okay, so let's go about the AUD USD, where we buy in AUD and sell in USD. So what I'm gonna do is go to the weekly time frame and see how the graph is. All right, so in the weekly time frame, it seems to go in a it's consolidating, to be precise, but in the past few weeks it's probably bearish, as you can see. This in the daily time frame as well, it seems to be bearish, and in the 4 hours time frame it again seems to be bearish, and in the 1 hour time frame, let me just hide the toolbar. So in the 1 hour time frame it is bearish as well, and the 50 minutes time frame again it is, I think, consolidating. So it's just going like okay, so I think it's consolidating. I'm not too sure, but overall it is bearish. So if you see here, there was an up and there was another up right around there, and there was an up here, and there was a huge up, and it went all the way down. So so again over here there was an up, down, and up, down, and it's still, even if there was a break of structure right about there, it still went up. So maybe I believe that this is still gonna go down. So the chart would probably go something like something like that. So maybe it would go down, and then it might go up as well, and then it goes down. Hopefully that's what I think it will do. Let's see what's gonna happen. Let's also go into the 5 minutes time frame, and then okay, so in the 5 minutes time frame it was bearish, but now it's again going bullish. So we really don't know what's gonna actually happen around here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna keep waiting on this. Let's go to the previous chart and see what's actually happening. Okay, so I think this is actually a really interesting flip zone, because the price is probably gonna go up. So you see it's got to the level, to the supply zone, sorry, to the zone of key area, and I hope that it actually bounces off. So let's just see, where is this actually intersecting? Okay, maybe that's a flip zone. So okay, so we might also have to take a long position. So I'm just gonna keep this ready. Let me just hide this. Okay, so if you talk about candlesticks, there's like huge wicks right around. Let me just close this, and this is really annoying. There have been huge sticks about there, there, and there. So I believe there's a lot of buying pressure. It's gonna go up. Maybe that's a flip zone, which I'm uncertain of. Yeah, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open my notes and quickly go through the flip zones. So okay, let's just go through the notes. Find the supply in small time frame structures in other zones. So okay, so I think I should do one more thing. So we're here. This was supposed to be a zone right about there, demand zone. It bounced off, and this over here was supposed to be a supply zone. About there, that was supposed to be a supply zone. So maybe this is gonna bounce off and go up. As you can see, there's a small cross off, and I think I have to not do this. This is probably a flip zone, so maybe I should take a trade at about here, and my take profit should be about this level, and my stop loss should be about this level. Let's see what's actually going to happen. However, I believe that there is more proper explanation for this. I'm probably missing on a few other zones, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete that zone and change that as well. Do that, and then we are gonna have another zone at about here. So you see there's a bullish engulfing candlestick right about there. So let's see what's gonna actually happen. So maybe this has to be that way, because you see there's a whole downtrend and an uptrend, and it was supposed to be a downtrend. However, it's a bit consolidating because of the liquidity and so I think I'm gonna take a trade, which I'm unsure of. So I'm gonna probably take a buy at about, I'll have a take profit and a stop loss. The take profit should be, all right, let's just copy the price and have that as the take profit. The stop loss want to be at about there, and let's buy. Oh no, buy, what's happening? Okay, so well, we have our first trade with our stop loss. Let's click on modify and more up, modify, that more, yep, that's good. Okay, so we are hoping that our analysis was right and this is going to be a flip zone. However, I'm expecting me to be wrong because I'm just a beginner and I've done too much deep learning. I learned too much in a short period of time, so maybe that could be something which is worth worrying about. So anyways, I'm just gonna wait on this for the trade to go well, and what we're gonna do is simply and also what I can do one more thing. So you say, let's say that I'm wrong somehow and the graph goes like that and then it goes down again. So what I can do then is I can take a short position over here at about there and have my take profit at about there and the stop loss over here, and that will still be a W for me, because in that way I'm not going to lose much. So maybe that's a type of swing trading which I am uncertain of, but I believe that the consolidation is the reason for bullish candlestick, so the bullish transition. Okay, so even after you look about the, even if you don't zoom out too much and you zoom in a bit more, maybe into the past, what is the Friday, 15th of November, and then Monday. Okay, so maybe in the past 3 4 days, excluding the weekend, we see that there is a bullish uh, moment over here. So maybe it's gonna go up until there, maybe not, we never know. But what I'm gonna do is, okay, it doesn't seem good. If there is another change in the momentum and there is a bearish moment starting to be seen around here again, so I'm gonna make a small supply zone at about there as well. Then all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take another short position to consolidate my losses. So in that case, I will have both. I can have this or this, both of them. So let's say that this is 2.94. This has a risk to reward ratio 1.96. So, oops. This has a risk reward ratio 2.94. So maybe in that way I'd profit still, and or if that doesn't work, maybe this could work and I would still be profited, and if this doesn't work, this would work and I would still be profited. And if both of them work, then that's crazy. But if both of them can't work, because I won't be taking the short position if my flip zone seems to be perfectly analyzed. Okay, so I think I'm taking the take profit a bit too high. Maybe I should put this to down here. Okay, why is it taking so long? Okay, that is bad. All right. Maybe I should put my take profit at about there. However, that'll make the risk to reward ratio is really bad. So let's just leave it as it is. Have confidence, have faith, and I think that is what takes us to the next level. So I'm gonna have okay, so let's talk about the trade. I'm not satisfied, to be honest. I'm really not satisfied with the trade because of the risk to reward ratio. You see, the risk to reward ratio is literally about 1.31. So I just make 30% of what I've spent as a profit. So I don't know what's actually happening, but all I know is I'm learning, and this is not my money, it's just paper money, so no stress. Okay, until then, let's go to the AUD/USD chart and see what's happening. Okay, that's a bullish trend, obviously. I missed the trade here. Let's go. Which is really sad. Okay, maybe I did not. Okay, this is going bullish. However, all of this is going bearish. But if you see, there have been bounce offs about these levels. Talk about the opening and closing. So maybe it's gonna go up again, which we never know. So what I'm gonna do is okay, maybe I can take a long position with my stop loss just below this, and well, if the price would hit something like that, it will be unfortunate for me, but as soon as they cross, I would take my profit to about this level and have my stop loss over there. That seems to be good. All right, let's see what's actually happening over here. Okay, so okay, I think that there is gonna be a huge regret because the wick is actually bigger than the thing. So you see the wick over here is actually bigger, so maybe the selling pressure is more, which we never know. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna leave it to, I'm just gonna believe in my strategy and just keep going with it. And let's see this, how is that going? So we're in the 5 minutes time frame. So let's go to the daily time frame and just delete this thing because that was just for estimation. But okay, load, where is that? Okay, so maybe I wanna zoom in a bit more and see the trend, if it's bullish or bearish. Overall, I think it's just consolidating, so maybe this whole thing is a demand zone. Maybe we're mistaken. I don't know, but all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this as a demand zone, and I'm just gonna delete it because it's just too much stress to watch that huge red block over my face. But so it's going up, and it's been going up constantly, so I'm gonna wait for it to go down. So I'm gonna wait for it to go up and then do that and then do that. So I'm gonna wait until this point and take a trade right about there so that I would have a profit. Seems good. All we need to do is to wait. And over here, okay, there is a maybe it's not a good idea that we took a trade about there because the price was consolidating. I think it should be a supply demand zone. Maybe, I don't know, I just keep feeling like whatever I've done until now, like all the buying and all the analysis, maybe I just keep thinking that it is right. My mind keeps saying that. However, no emotions, no bias, no mental bias over the trade. We're just gonna wait, see faith, it's gonna happen. Okay, looking at another few graphs. Okay, this was a really nice opportunity. Okay, that was a really nice opportunity. I would have blindly taken up a trade about here because there was going to be a huge up candlestick. However, we didn't because we missed that. Let's go to the weekly time frame and have a look. That's going up these few days, and this is going up. The 4-hour time frame again is going up, and the 1-hour time frame again is going down. Okay, so maybe this is a flip zone. Okay, that is a flip zone, so we never know. This could be a low, and this could be a high, and this could be another low. Another low about around here. This is a low, and then maybe that was a high, which we never know. But let's just see. Okay, but yeah, over here, if we focus on the chart. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use my second screen as well, and I'm gonna add that display on my screen recording. So give me a second. So maybe you guys can see it. I'm gonna put it about that corner, move this up, and have the 5 minutes trade open about here. Okay, so hope you guys can see the other screen. Let me just a little bit more bigger. I think that should do. So yeah, you can see my second screen on the top right, so hopefully that works. But all right, so let's go to the 15 minutes time frame again, It's bearish. The 5 minutes time frame again, it's bearish. However, it's turning out to be bullish. So there is a break of structure about there. That's a break of structure. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look for trades. So we actually don't know what's gonna happen. Let me just draw the magic trend line first. So in the 4 hours time frame, can make a magic trend line about here to there. So that's the trend line, and there is points of intersection about there, and about there. And if you talk about the supply and demand zones, I can see a supply zone about here. That's probably a supply zone. And then we need to look at other demand zones. So that's a demand zone again. Over here, it's a huge bullish engulfing candlestick. It's a red colored demand zone. And if you go to the 15 minutes time frame to categorize or to clean up the zones even more better, so that over there is one zone, and that over here is another supply zone. And you see this over here is a huge demand zone because it's just demand zone. And the supply zone, and there's huge candlesticks over here. So maybe I would have taken a trade over here for sure, because you see there was a break of structure. There is a break of structure here, so maybe we are looking at a flip zone. So this is a break of structure, and so this, okay, let's just look at this trade. Okay, and then we have so I think that this could be a supply zone because there was a break of structure. So our previous demand zone, which could be as this one, has become a supply zone maybe. So this was supposed to be a demand zone, but it probably became a supply zone. So if I'm right, and if this was a flip zone, so if it was a flip zone, then our chart's obviously just gonna go up to the supply zone and you can take profit. So as of now, I believe that I'm right, and the trade would go something like that. Yeah, with my stop loss about there, I take profit at about here as soon as the price goes down. So we're gonna wait for that to happen, and this trade seems to not work, so we're gonna take another trade. Again, we don't have any time, so let me delete that, or let me just let me delete that and take just get prepared for another trade on the second graph. So maybe I could do it on the, let me go to the 5 minutes. Yeah, so I need to take profit, sorry, stop loss about there. I take profit about here. Okay, so we're gonna simply take a trade, copy the price, and we're gonna do a sell order with our take profit at about there, and our stop loss at about here, a few pips like that, and Okay, I'm still unsure. Maybe this is gonna go. This is just another down to the. So maybe it's gonna go down and boom, it just goes up like that. You never know. But this over here, I don't even know if you guys can see this properly on on my screen. So let me just see. Maybe I'll just make it a bit more bigger so that you guys can. All right, I don't know. I'm really sorry if I'm not showing you the second screen properly because it's pretty rigged. My screen just is too small. I don't know where to fit it, so if I fit it over there, you might lose a bit of view and all that. But okay, so you know what? You know what's actually better? I just remove the second screen and just let you know if something's happening because I'm gonna see it sideways on the first screen again. So this over here seems to be a good trade. Okay, let's go to this one. Okay, so this was going in an uptrend and again it's going in a downtrend now. So yeah, I think it's a good position to, if I take a trade at about here and take the profit over here and put the stop loss about here, because our demand zone. Okay, maybe I could put my stop loss over there. I don't know what I'm gonna do, but all I know is once it goes down, I'm gonna take a trade like that. Okay, we've didn't even okay, so maybe we need to draw the magic trend line. Alright, so magic trend line doesn't seem to be valid in the 4 hours. So let's just go to the 15 minutes and see if we can draw a magic trend line. So it's going up like that, so maybe I could draw a trend line like that. Let's go to the 5 minutes time frame to make it even more stabilized. So okay, so this trade, the first trade, I think we are right. It was wrong, so I'll just put this on the first screen. So you see it's actually going down. So maybe I should take a trade at about here and put my stop loss over there and take profit about there. And maybe I could put my take profit more. So let's just sell. So whatever happens, this is the worst trade of all time. I know I messed up, but we are still learning. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna open an Excel sheet and create a blank one and leave that for now because I have a lot of things up my ass to care about. So okay, so we are in the USD chart. So we're just gonna keep waiting for that to cut. This is one. This is one. This is one. Or maybe, yeah, let's just leave it as it is. We're just gonna wait for the zone to about go down and just boom, hit up. Okay, in this graph right here, this was going up all the way. It's probably gonna go down right around here. It's gonna go up again deep. but we don't know what's gonna happen. This is actually stressful than what I thought it would be. So okay, in the paper trading panel, let's see. Okay, so we are probably gonna lose, guys. Okay, you see, whatever I've estimated was turning out to be wrong. So maybe that wasn't a flip zone after all. Maybe that was just another downtrend. So I had to wait till the moment, I had to take the trade. However, I really went too fast and took a trade too early. So okay, let's just leave it. We just took in the trades and just leave that for now. Okay, so you see this is going down over here. So that's going down. Maybe I can take a trade as soon as these intersect, and that's the graph's probably gonna go up again. However, right around here, there's a huge supply zone. So I really have no clue what's gonna happen. According to my analysis, I think we need to focus more on this rather than that supply zone. So what we're gonna do is wait, and over here, it's still going up, so we don't know what to do. And we're still, and it's kind of going down again. So as soon as that goes down, we're probably gonna have a trade. Okay, I don't even know how I'm gonna edit this huge ass video because I think it's gonna be really long. How much time is it already? It is already 40 minutes into this session, and I'm gonna go 3 hours, 6 hours, and I don't even know how I'm gonna edit and put the important part because a lot of parts are important. So okay, I've decided to do one thing. I'll just make a raw video and the day 3 proper edition. So in the raw one, I'll just put this video, and in the normal one, I'll just edit it and put all the right parts, the important parts, which I believe are important. But we never know, so let's just see. Over here it's going down, and over here it is still going up. So we are not gonna care about this at all, because if I do, I'm gonna lose my head. Because 3 are already a lot of things to deal with. I'm trying to put myself into more stress, because the more I do that, the more I might improve the near future. So again, I think that there is a mini downtrend out there. So maybe it's gonna go down like that. So you might need to wait. Okay, let's see. This is something which is really confusing, because you see the supply zone seems to wait. Did the supply zone work previously as well? Okay, it didn't, so it's just from the previous few times. And however, this was a flip zone again. That wasn't. This was a flip zone. Well, I believe that we need to just simply wait, and in the third graph, there's no intersection, so maybe it is again, there's a huge break of structure. This is too big for a breakout structure, so I think it's turned to be bullish already, but we need to wait, simply wait. And in this chart, what is happening? Well, this is where we've taken trades already, and we've taken two trades. One of them is an up and one of them is a down, so that we will minimize losses and maximize profits. At this point, this is literally swing trading, but yeah, we are looking at this graph. Okay, that is almost an intersection. So let's just start marking up the zones before it gets too late. So I see that there is a huge selling pressure at about that point, so maybe this is a supply zone, and then there could be this zone at about here, which is again supply maybe, and well, I think that is it for the zones to focus on. Let's go to the first one and see how it's going. Okay, it hasn't progressed much, and this one over here, it is still going up. We want the intersection, which we seem to not getting. However, even without the intersection, the graph is gonna just keep going like boom. So maybe that's how it goes. We really don't know. We can't be sure as well, so we're just gonna keep waiting for a right spot to take a trade. So this go down, and once this goes down, okay, so I see a lot of consolidation about here as well, and it just went up after that. So maybe we were right. The supply zone might be working, maybe not, we don't know. I'm still trying to learn, guys. Don't hate, please. I'm just trying to learn. Okay, so that was another bar. So we're just gonna focus on this and this over here. Okay, so that was a cut, and we need to wait for this to go to the supply zone, or really close to the supply zone. And until then, I'm just gonna search how to have two tabs open in trading view. Charts open in trading view. Okay. What is even happening? Okay, so I seem to not take a trade in here at all. So I think I'm just gonna ignore this because I think it's gonna be it's actually a lot of pressure on my head. So I'm unable to manage all three of them. So I'll just focus on two. So I'll just have this over here. Oh, so we need to use that box. Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Oh, so here we are. So this is the AUD and the... Oh, so this is how we have more charts at the same time. Okay, so maybe I need to change it to that instead and hide that. Okay, no, that's not good. We'll just have that. So these are the two charts. This is the AUD USD where we've already taken trades, I think. This is the Euro USD. So it's going down. Oh, sorry, this is the Euro USD which we already taken trades. So maybe we need to focus on that more. And you see this is actually going down. So all right, let's see what's actually gonna happen. I'm just gonna keep waiting until this completes. There's a lot of liquidity, however, in each of these. Well, I don't even know what's going on out here. I just need to wait. Okay. Patience is key. We're just gonna keep waiting and waiting and waiting. So, the perfect time to actually take a trade would be about here, you see, because it was going in an uptrend, and here was the supply zone, if you consider that, and was still going in an uptrend. So if you take a trade here, we could have a lot of confidence, but here, I don't have that much confidence. However, since my target is to take um, work work on at least 3 trades a day, I need to focus on this way more than I should normally do. So um, so we're just gonna wait. Let's see what's gonna happen. So if the price enters the supply zone and it reverses, it just goes up again. Well, we could do that. However, if it doesn't, if it's turning into a downtrend, if the price breaks the supply zone and actually goes, so let's actually make the supply zone way more adequate. So this over here, that is the supply zone. So if it breaks the supply zone again, yeah, you know what's gonna happen. Okay, so right here, I think I've done something wrong, which is related to me, not to the thing. I'm gonna explain it later on once the trades are over. And right now, I think these 2 trades are like enough. I don't think I'm gonna take a trade in this anyways because of the uncertainty. Because you see, it's just fluctuating at this point. I don't even know if it's gonna go up like that or just keeps or just stay there. So what I'm gonna do is I am going to close this and just have the Euro USD. Okay. Again, just gonna leave this over here. We're gonna have our our diagrams and all that ready. Oops. Okay, so what happened here was that I have somehow messed up the UI and probably pushed a shortcut or something, and my trades are not in the in the active positions. They somehow went to failed, and I tried checking up the internet to how to fix that. Maybe I could find some solution, but unfortunately I did not, and I am trying to fix it somehow, and it's not fixing. So what I've done is I've just put the long and the short position on the graph, but I did not actually put the trade in because it somehow messed up, and I'll see that it won't happen from the next time. Pretty insane. um I don't know why this is happening, but all right, so whatever happened, let it happen. I just took the trade and I probably pressed the shortcut, which kind of messed up the whole thing. But yeah, this is a trade which I've taken. So I've taken a trade over there, the take profit over there, and the stop loss about there. And then I've taken another trade over here with the take profit over here in the stop loss about here. So I've taken these two trades, and I think that is all I've done. Let's just wait to see what's actually happening over here. I don't know why the trading panel is working like that. I don't know why I can't see my trade and all that, but I'm just going to leave it. And also, I've decided one more thing from today onwards. I'm just going to do one chart at a time. I know a lot of people told me I can do. Even if I can, I'm just messing up the interface, which is really fucked up. Because you see, I took a trade and the fucking position is not seen here. I don't know why, but it is not seen. So maybe that's the mistake. So what we're gonna do is just gonna wait and see what's actually happening. And I think my flip zone is right. The graph's going up again, so maybe this trade was of no use and the first trade was right. So I'm gonna wait, just leave it like this, stop the recording now, and wait for the thing to complete and see how our trade turned out to be and what are the reflections from today's learning. So thank you so much guys for watching, and I'll be right back once this time is over. Okay, so this is the time lapse which I have put on the screen, and so as you can see here, the trade has actually gone down. It wasn't a flip zone after all, it just kept going down, and it did uh, take the profit on the counter trade which I put in. So this had me finalized to a list of reflections, and today was a really nice session. I learned a lot, and so let's start with the reflections. The first thing is you should trade on one chart at a time. So I've done 3 charts and it kind of messed me up a lot. So I think I should just focus on one chart at a time from the next time, at least until I become really good in that. And then I should never go against the trend until you are really sure. So the trend was bearish, and I thought it was a flip zone just because of one small indicator. I didn't check for a lot of confirmations, and I just went against the trend, which made me take a wrong trade. And then the next one is I shouldn't change tabs after I put the trade. So I reckon that would be the reason why my trade went into filled from the active position. So that is one more thing. And the next one is I should not overcomplicate things. So if you see, I put 3 graphs and I've been doing analysis on all 3 of them at the same time, which was really difficult. So I think I should just keep it simple from the next time onwards. And then the next thing is patience is key. So if I see a supply or demand flip zone, I'm going to put a trade. However, I need to wait until there is a right moment. So I should just keep waiting until there is the perfect moment where I can actually take a trade, which is confirming, which I have a lot of confidence in, unlike today. And then the next thing is I should minimize a trade. So let's say there is a flip zone, and I was really sure about it. However, the market is uncertain. You don't know what's going to happen, so the graph was probably going to go down. So there was an uncertainty. The graph, I thought it was a flip zone. I was really sure. I put a trade, and then I realized, oh no, the trade it's not gonna go up. It's gonna go down instead. So I put as soon as I get to know that my analysis was wrong, that one point that it wasn't a flip zone, all I would do is simply place another counter trade where the take profit is at the stop loss of the previous trade. That would allow me to minimize the loss and maximize the profits and keep my risk really low, almost at 10% out of actually how much it should be. And yeah, those are the final reflections. And on my first video, there has been almost 200 views. It's 199 views right now, and I think it's already become 200. So thank you so much, guys, for the support, and all the people who are commenting below about telling me how to it is unrealistic, I need to improve, I need to make change my plan. And a few people are beginners as well along with me who are looking to learn. So all you guys, thank you so much for supporting me all this while. That means a lot for me, and I'm looking forward for more suggestions and people whom I can work with and learn from as well. So thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, which happens to come out tomorrow. And I'm sorry for the delay in uploading today's video. It was really sad that I couldn't put it really early. However, it's pretty late, but yeah, someone managed to edit the video. The thing was that the trading session was long, and then I had to do some other things, which is really important as well. Um, so that's the reason I couldn't put the video really early in time. But yeah, at least I did put it the same day, even if it was night. But yeah, that's it, guys, for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, stay safe and keep trading.